Hi guys, it's Michelle here. Long time no see. I'm very sorry about that. Once you take a little gap, it's like you're going to make the first video again. Honestly, it was kind of scary to make another video. But I'm here and I promised that I was going to make a video before I listed these on Etsy. So I've taken all the photos and the listings are all waiting to go live. And I teased my Instagram followers yesterday with the fact that the video and the Etsy store was reopening. And I'm sorry, I had technical difficulties. I couldn't figure out how to make my new Christmas present, which is this new tripod work. But we figured it out and it's all ready to go. So here's my latest journals. So I've got from small to big, and I have got these are about 7.5 to about the biggest one here which is a big fat boy, is about 9.25, and so they're all different. They are except for two, they are all made from old books. So let me show you some of them, and I will show you the two that I've made from scratch, and then I will show you the ones that are made from, can you see there, the ones that are made from scratch. So these ones are these here. Sorry, there's more than I thought. I got no room. So these two are, as I said, made from scratch, and this one is a little different. I did a different treatment on it, trying to get just a slight change in the pattern, and I've used sewing tissue. So there's about, I don't know how many layers, 4 or 5 layers of sewing pattern tissue on this one, and it is hand sewn and a stack. I didn't put a pocket on it because I loved the look of the front and I really wanted a clear pocket but couldn't find one here, so it is all plain. There's some tags and tucks and pockets and things in there, but it is predominantly plain, and there is a little bit of sewing, and there's some fold outs, there's some parchment paper, there's some nice drawing paper, and it's quite pale. It's quite a light dye, so I kept everything quite light with that one. And then this one is a bit darker, so it's got this really dark dyed seam binding here that came out really cool. And then again, the book is also done with layers of tissue, but a lot more inking, so that it's got a lot more depth all the way through, so the colour is a lot darker. And then again, it is of course tea dyed, but this one has got similar, it's got some weird paper in it, some half pockets and some paper bags, and then it's also got tucks at the back and the front, and those are sewn. There's also a few more things to go in this one. I didn't realise I hadn't stuffed it fully, but yeah, some cool papers that had quite a lot of tea dyeing on them that I thought were really awesome, and again the paper bags. So that's those two. I made those from scratch, as I said, with card. Just want to make sure I keep those ribbons. Oh, there's a dog walking past. So then I've got these ones which are all made from Upcycled books. This one here, I'm going to take that off and reset that. I just did a really simple sort of vintage glaze on it. I liked the colour of it, so I decided just to keep it in that colourway, and I can't remember what I've done on this one. Oh, again, I've got these lovely tea dyed papers. I've got a really awesome pattern in there, and this one is also plain. So some of them have got, oh no, I've got some flaps with some old paper. This is the lovely paper that I got from Mooney in Christchurch. Thank you so much. I fight myself not to hoard this. It is real old telegraph paper, and I've tea dyed it to make it even cooler. And yeah, so there's lots of pockets and tucks and a bit of sewing, and I will stuff those pockets with more tags because I don't like empty pockets. These two are really similar, and I just will double check how similar they are, like so. So, got some fold outs. Oh, I got a fold out, it's not sitting straight. But, and I just made that where I sewed it into a little tuck. And we've got tags and pockets and big pockets and that parchment paper, post office paper. Oh, I really need to make some more tags. So that is that one, and this I think is pretty much the same. Look at this lovely paper, lovely pattern there. Oh, I don't like that. There's a bit of tea stuck there. And again, so you can see it's full of tags and tuck spots and things. And then this one I really enjoyed making. I did this one slightly more mixed media, so it's got the tissue and it's got stamping and bit of stenciling and stuff on the cover, and then I think, and this one is probably again similar batch to those others, which is they've got baking paper or parchment paper. This one's a really weird paper that I got. It's supposed to be bleed proof, so there's a few different weights of paper through these that I've just been putting in, and that gives you the chance to have a play with some different textures. Again, a lovely piece of drawing paper there. So that's those ones. And then these guys, this one's a 3 and this is a 5 signature, so you can see it's not as fat, and this is again, it's got a slightly warm orange tint to it there, so it's not so much, it's brown into the spine, but then just that little bit of warm orangey tint there. It's just really coming through from the cover. So again, similar process, but I've put a little bit of washi tape in there into places that I felt like, and there's some cool tea-dyed paper that came out with some interesting patterns that I like to use. So again, that's that one. And then this is the 5 signature, as I said. So this is probably a little bit deeper into the browns. Just wanted to warn you about that one being a little bit more orange in case you don't like that. But this one again, same process. It's pretty much all the same papers. I think I might have, we'll find out in a minute what I did with the other papers. But that's the 5 signature one. And then these two, which are so cute. Oh, this one is Blessed, and it's these are both from the same Reader's Digest, and then this one's got some sort of red inks which came up slightly coral and with a bit of red depth through here, and then this one I did it as a complete contrast and used the inks just to get a really sort of warm vintage glow to it. So they are the same setup as all the others, lots of similar papers, some fold outs, I think, paper bags, parchment paper, and again there's that post office telegraph paper. So that's a real cutie, I really like that one. And then again, same sort of plan as this, you can see all through there, but really cool cover. I like the, I'm not sure how well that colour is going to be coming through, but it's a cool colour. And then these two are quite a bit darker. I'm running out of space now, aren't I? These two, boom. So this is the big one, and a friend of mine has got first dibs on this one. It's 9 1/4 by 6. It's a 5 signature. It's really fat. So it's got some fantastic papers in this one. Heavier weight, and then I've got some different papers, pockets, obviously it's tag, more pockets, so lots of places for writing and tucking things. There's some fold outs, and yeah, different weights of paper all through it, and it's got sewn pockets which needs something to go in there, and yes, it's kind of yum. I love that piece, isn't that nice? So that's what this one is like, and as I said, it's already fat, and I've still got some pockets empty, so it's going to be even fatter. So just wanted to show you how chubby he was. And then this one is another 3 signature. You can see the shadow of the book that it was probably underneath. I don't mind that the original use of the book comes through. I like the fact that it's a recycled book, it's an upcycled book, and then it's been covered with tissue and inked and layered, and here it is. So this one's got, I knew something had a dictionary. I just found that this little dictionary fit in perfectly in here, so I had to use it. And again, paper bags, the drawing paper, pocket, that's annoying me, paper bag. And so I have through these ones some stamp tags, and there'll be some plain tags. And as I said, I do like to have something in every pocket, so when these are finished they will have something there. Love these little fold outs here. And so the same sort of process I made through this whole batch. I think there's 12, and so they've all got a lot of similarities in the paper and the way the paper's laid out. So sorry about that. Hope that you can see that okay. So I'll just show you on this one a bit more of a full flip, but they are all very similar on the insides, and then all the covers and sizes are just all a bit different. So some of them have got the Tim Holtz book plates, and then I have got the book plate here that I've made myself, and that's laid up with chipboard and tissue and inks. And yeah, so that's all my latest batch. I do have a few more unfinished projects, to be honest, quite a few. So this batch is going up to, and I'm hoping to have another batch go up in April, definitely in April, because I really can't move. I've got stuff everywhere. So, oh, I've been talking for 11 minutes. Oh my gosh, I hope that wasn't too boring. But there, those are the latest journals. Thank you all for your lovely comments. I realised I've got a lot of unread comments, so I'll be sitting here on YouTube and doing a big read. And the questions, I think I'll do, if I've got some questions, I'll come back and do some answers. But I wanted to do a shout out to a very special young lady in the United States, and her mother sent me a video of a book that she made, and it was the most wonderful thing I've seen. And I just wanted to thank you, and hope I pronounced your name right, darling. Thank you very much, Marette. I loved your video and I loved your book. It was amazing. So thanks to all my lovely friends that continue to watch me, even though I hardly ever pop in. Thanks to my friends over on Instagram and Facebook. I really appreciate the kindness and the support, and I genuinely do happy dance whenever I get nice comments and whenever I make a sale, and sometimes I even have shed a tear because you're so kind to me. I'm so grateful. Thank you for all your support. Bye for now.